Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and guys, welcome to a foundation review, but not just any foundation review, because y'all, it is tint time, and I am really excited about this. I don't know why, but ever since I purchased this foundation tint, I have been so excited to just take it and like slather it on my face. Like I have a vision of me just like and being done and being like nicely lightly covered, adding some concealer, some light makeup, and really diving into like this less is more kind of idea. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm excited to try it. So that's what we're diving into today. I did pick this up from the Ulta.com website, and there's a lot of details we need to go over, so let's not waste any time. Price-wise, this is $35. You only get, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, pause. We need to talk about amount of product. So I pulled out this little tube, right out the tin, and I looked at this and I thought, you know, maybe this is one of those optical illusion moments where it looks smaller than it really is, because there have definitely been bottles in the past where I've been like, there's no way this is 1 ounce. This is nowhere close to 1 ounce, and it definitely is. Like sometimes packaging can be deceiving. So I picked up the little tin here, I turned it around, and wouldn't you know, to my surprise, you only get 0.68 fluid ounces. And y'all, right from the gate, I am shook at the price tag on this. I know Nudestix is a higher end brand, whatever, but for $35 to give me 0.68 ounces of product in a tinted cover, most of the time with a tinted cover, it's like you get at least a full, if not a little more than a full, because they realize some people might want to build it up or might need to build it up in certain areas. So I'm just like, I'm so confused as to why you would give us so much less. Just to put it in perspective, that is 32% less product, like literally a third less product than you should have in any sort of a foundation or a tinted cover that's liquid, in my opinion. Again, I know it's a tinted cover, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't give us somewhere close to a full ounce. Like, hello. Now, the shade range, it says there are 14 shades, and not good. The shade range isn't great. I mean, how great could it be with 14 shades? I grabbed the shade Nude 2.5, and I don't know what color this is yet, but hopefully it's something close to my skin tone. In the description here, it says that the tinted cover is a natural finish foundation formulated as an innovative Korean skincare formula with tinted pigments that are buildable to even and brighten skin tone, natural actives to protect from environmental skin aging. Thank God, girl's about to be 30. I need a lift right here. Hello. And to moisturize the skin and improve overall texture. Again, your girl's got texture for days, so I thought this would be a good fit for us. This does only have one review. It gives it 3 out of 5 stars, and the reviewer here states that this has all bad ingredients in it. I don't know what the ingredients are. I haven't looked at them myself, but this person is claiming it is full of nothing but irritants, and that there are many better tinted moisturizers out there, and that you're not getting enough product. Interesting. All right, now moving on to primer. I already primed and prepped the skin. On this side, we have Tatcha Silk Canvas, my usual, and then on the other side, I went with the e.l.f. Dew Primer. I think this is a really nice kind of sink into the skin, light tackiness on the surface kind of primer, so I thought it would be good with a tinted cream like this one, maybe just to see if it helps it stick, helps with longevity, that sort of thing. And now I think we are ready to dive in, and I'm actually taking my rings off because I want to try slathering this on my face. I know this isn't normal, and yes, I do have my sponge right here, but I just have to see, like, does this slather on the skin? So I'm going to start off here by pumping some out, maybe. Oh yeah, finally. Oh my God, I think I just got like a finger cramp. All right, I actually don't think that this color is too shabby. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. Oh my God, this is so satisfying. I don't know why. Ooh, it has a nice light kind of skincare scent to it. Like a light, almost mentholated, I would say. Okay, so on the skin, wow, very light coverage. Like, wow, when they say tinted, do they mean tinted? This is like if you took your moisturizer and did like your normal daily moisturizer and dropped like a boop of color into it. That's the amount of color you're getting on this. Like, that's actually a little bit bizarre. You can see what I'm talking about now, right? It's like literally almost no coverage, which I'm not mad at. Again, it is a tinted cover, but like we're gonna test that buildable theory just a little bit. So I'm gonna take another like pump and a half-ish. This is very liquidy too, like it's very thin when you go in to apply it. And it does actually sit down on the skin very nicely. Again, probably because of that skincare element. Skincare has that just like natural settle and sink into the skin. But I'm not going to say that that's like super buildable because it's not. Like I feel like, did it cover it all? I don't know. Also, do I have a cat hair? Sure do. Now, as far as how this actually looks like on the skin, I think on camera it looks really nice. It has like a beautiful reflective kind of light dewy natural coverage to it. But if you look like up close, my pores on my nose, it's literally just like sinking into them and it's not actually going over top. And as far as, oh wow, it is like tacky everywhere too. This is a very interesting texture. Interesting. I'm gonna try something and I don't know why, just because I can't help myself. I'm gonna take just a little bit of it here like on my finger and I'm gonna try doing like a spot conceal type situation where maybe we can see if it'll just like build coverage in certain areas maybe. Yeah, that's like a big no. Okay, I think it looks pretty. Very, very, very sheer coverage, I would say. Buildable to slightly less sheer. Now, if you are the type of person that you can just rock this and you don't need a lot of coverage, you like just like the light evening out, it does settle into the skin beautifully. Like I have no issues with how it looks on the skin. My nose is a little sketchy, but how it looks on the skin is really, really nice. I feel like it settled in beautifully. It's giving a nice, like healthy, glowy kind of natural dew on the skin. It's not too much. It's just like a nice amount. So I'm not mad at that. For me though, I have to play with this a little bit more as far as like adding to it because like y'all, if I go outside right now with just this on, your girl's gonna be a big old white melted McDonald's ice cream cone just like blah, 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 in like less than an hour. So that ain't the look your girl's going for, and I'm all about natural, but like this is just like a Fraggle 2 natural. So let's go ahead and add. Why not? Now for concealer, what I'm gonna do is I am going to use my Tarte Shape Tape there. This is in Fair Neutral. But I'm literally going to use like the tiniest amount of it and blend it out a lot. And I'm going to use this just to like brighten up the other areas of my face like I normally would. But I'm going to do it very sparingly because I don't want to give us too much coverage. There's a sentence I never thought I would say. But I'm just gonna go ahead and use this to more so balance out like the lighter areas. See how it's giving me just a touch of brightness to that area because it's lighter? Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to add a little bit more. Like I added some of that Tarte Shape Tape to the nose here. And that's just because I don't have like that tinted cream for whatever reason will not stick to my nose. So I need something stuck there, you know, it would be nice. Now I'm just lightly setting my under eyes with a little bit of powder and I'm going to lightly set the entire face, but I still do have to set like my more creasy areas a little bit more intensely than the rest of my face. Now before I go any farther here, let's do a little bit of a touch test for those of you with dry skin. Definitely still on the tacky side. It does dry down, but I don't know so much if that's like a dry down or if that's just it kind of settling into my skin, so to speak, because it does have, again, more of like a skincare type of viscosity to it, so it's kind of designed to settle in. But yeah, it's still quite tacky. I think maybe if you waited a little bit, I do think it would pretty much absorb in and I don't think you'd have any issues with it, like blending wise. Now I'm just going in with my JH01 and I am very lightly setting the rest of my face, just enough to take away that light tack. Okay, well, do you think that I can find my normal bronzer brush? Absolutely not. But I'm gonna go in here with the Morphe JH02 and a little bit of my Brilliance bronzer here from BH. And then I'm gonna take this very, very light blush here. This is from the Jouer Cheeky Summer Blush Duo, and it's the shade maybe Hot Coral, I think, but it's the lighter of the two, and I'm picking it because it has a really nice light peachy pink color to it with just a touch of shimmer. So I'm just going to lightly apply this. This is with a no-name Morphe brush that came from a kit that I bought forever ago. So I don't know the brush. I'm sorry. It's just a dense little blush brush from Morphe. I do want to have like a nice little flushed kind of summery looking face. Like I want my skin to look nice and glowy and healthy. And then I'm going to grab my Hourglass Ambient Powder here just for that nice smooth effect that I love on the skin, and it blends everything together. And I just sweep through everything and apply this really haphazardly to the face. Because we're going with more of like a nice natural vibe, I'm actually going to hang out in this slightly deeper, more bronzy pan. And I'm going to use that to really veil the perimeters just to help give me a nice natural bronzy look. And again, this is all personal preference. If you want to just put a tinted cream on and go about your life and call it good, you can do that. That is the joy of a tinted cream. But I really want to put this to the test for those people that are more like, yes, I want natural coverage, but I still want to look put together and I still love all my other products. Some people just don't love a caked on foundation with like a full coverage, and some people don't need it. So I really want to play around with that. Next up, I'm just giving myself a light little brow with my Thrive Cosmetics brow pencil in Serena. This brow got so much thicker than I meant for it to. That's okay, I'll fix it later. Let's go ahead now with some ABH Dip Brow Gel. I just added a little bit of my Shape Tape here to the lids just so that way they look nice and bright and everything is covered. I'm just lightly setting that down with a little translucent powder. And then I'm just going to sweep a little bronzer onto the lid. I'll brighten up the under eye here, a little bit of my Dragon Beauty Brightening Powder. Now let's go ahead. I'm going to set my face here with a little bit of my Maybelline Lasting Fix. All right, so now we are on to highlight, and I know a lot of you are probably waiting for me to reach for my Pixie palette. However, this is a much softer look. It requires a much softer, less blinding highlight, and for that, I'm going to grab this Elsie one here. This is in the shade Pearly Glaze. It's a really nice, light highlight, but it adds a beautiful overall, like, sheen and just natural highlight in general. And I'm going to take this on my AOA Studios F11 brush here, and I'm just going to sweep through the entire thing, pat off, and just lightly give my skin like a nice little radiant glow. And I know on camera it's pulling pretty intensely, but it's much more of just a nice natural sheen. And then I'm lightly going to take a little bit of that here, of course, to the inner eye, because your girl's got to have a good poppin', like glowy, healthy looking inner eye. You guys know I just gotta have that bright eye, bushy tail. Otherwise I look like I'm sleeping. Sleep eye, dead tail. So we're gonna go ahead and set the face again here with my NYX Bear With Me spray. And then just a couple little sprays of my ABH Dewy set. And we're moving on. We're curling these lashes. We're just going in with a little bit of the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Primer first. This is something I've just been testing out. Over top of that, I'm just taking a little bit of my Stila Magnum Mascara. A little bit of the Wet n Wild Max Mascara on the bottom. All right, I went ahead. Now it's time for lips, so I wiped those little bad boys off, and we're going to be testing out the Nudestix Lip Glaze. This is in Nude 06. We're just going to apply it here. I think it's just like a nude gloss. Okay, so this is very interesting because it's actually a very nice light colored nude gloss, but I swear to you, this is the same exact lip gloss that Urban Decay came out with. Hold on a second. Like, what is their new one? It comes in those really cute little packages. Yes. They're Hi-Fi Shine Ultra Cushion lip glosses. That is exactly what this smells and tastes like. Like, it is the exact same, and I'm not being dramatic. It is crazy. This, like, when I put this on, that was my first thought. I have a couple of those ones from Urban Decay. That is exactly what this is. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to figure that out because it was going to drive me insane. But all right, you guys, this is the finished look. I actually really enjoy how everything came together. It looks very nice and light and natural. And what I'm going to do right now, let's go ahead and throw up the up close for how everything is looking currently in these studio lights, because I want you guys to really see how beautiful this is looking on my skin. Now, granted, adding the other products, I do think gave me a little bit more coverage as far as like setting the powder and then using my hourglass and all of that, but overall I feel like this is a very nice base for a lighter coverage if that's what you're into. I'm not mad at the way it's looking. I feel like it doesn't look overly emphasized. Everything looks like it's really settling and soaking into my skin nicely, which is exactly what I look for in this type of a product. For right now, I really like the way that this worked with other products. I've experienced in the past with like tinted coverage type items that not only do I not get coverage, but they also don't work with other items. So it's really nice to see that this one settles in and really took residence on my skin. It didn't just like sink in and then leave me really patchy coverage. Like, it settled in, it gave me a little coverage all over. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go do my day. I will stop back on at the end and we will see how things are wearing. So hang tight and I will be right back. All right, you guys, it is officially the end of the day. I've been wearing all of this makeup on my face for about 11 hours at this point, and oh girl, do I have a check-in for you. So let's go ahead and zoom the camera in and we'll both kind of take a look at it together. I think when it comes to this foundation, the main thing that I noticed is that even though it has been 11 hours and this is just a tinted coverage, it did actually last on the cheeks pretty well as far as over my more textured areas and like sitting up in like the highlighted blush bronzer area. I feel like it looks pretty good. The nose, you will notice, has little to no coverage quite literally left on it. It just kind of sloughed off that area fairly quickly. So overall, my thoughts on this, as far as it just being like a tinted cover type foundation, I don't think it wore bad. I think it actually wore for what it is quite well. I will say, if you are on the normal to oily side at all, your girl was real oily today. Like, there is nothing in this that even remotely mattifies, so definitely keep that in mind. I don't think it wore bad though, even considering that. A lot of times what I notice when foundations don't work well with oil, they actually lift up and kind of off the face and they force everything to settle really funny in other areas. areas. And what I liked with this one is that even though it was a sheer amount of coverage, and even though I was very, very oily, I had to blot multiple times. And I was the kind of oily, like I was literally taking like a tissue and blotting like the whole face, like not just the nose, not just the area around the nose. I'm talking the forehead, like the entire area, all the nose, around the nose, and onto the chin. Oh, hello, beautiful people. So I interject this video with a little cell phone footage because I have to spread the good word. And you know what the good word is? No on this foundation covered tint stuff. You guys, I have been broken out ever since I tried it. And I know in the video you guys can see like some light acne, which I still do have. I've been going through and doing like various treatments and stuff to try and correct it. But the day that I filmed this, that night, I actually went, after this was over, obviously, I went ahead, I removed everything, and I had like these weird little undersurface kind of like agitated or irritated little bumps under my skin. And I didn't think anything of it because sometimes I'll get those just like from the day, if it's hot, whatever, and a lot of times they'll go away. Well, later on that night I got done editing, I noticed they still hadn't went away, and that had been probably 4-ish hours after I removed it. And then the next morning when I woke up, they were still there. And then all of a sudden I ended up with like acne all over. Like it triggered my cystic acne around like my mouth, like weird acne that I don't normally get. And so for me, this foundation is a huge no. And actually, as I was editing back this footage, I forgot the part where I said at the very beginning of the video that the one review on Ulta, it's a 3-star review, and that person had said there's a ton of irritants in this little skin tint stuff, and that it could potentially irritate your skin because of the ingredients that are in it. And you know, that does happen. Like I feel like foundations, skin tints, concealer, stuff like that, it can irritate anybody's skin at any time just because we're all so different. But this is definitely one that irritated the living crap out of my skin. So something to keep in mind. I mean, I even had it like up on the sides in areas where I would normally never have issues, like over here, like all of I don't know, it's obnoxious. I don't think you'll be able to see a ton of it, mainly because like I'm on a phone and I'm not doing like some crazy in-depth close-up. But just so you guys know, from me to you, my interjection on this, I will probably not use it again, because it did cause me some serious issue. And it was weird too because it wasn't just like one type of acne or one type of like thing on my skin. It was several. I had like the weird bumps under the skin, I had a surface irritation, and I had acne. So again, for me, it's a big old no. I just wanted to interject that, throw that in here, and now you guys can finish out the video. So my little acne face, I'm gonna add this, I'm gonna go to bed, girl. I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye. But you guys, those are my thoughts overall. I would love to hear from you guys down below. What do you think? Are you glad that I chose to go this route? I know it's still like technically a foundation review, but I wanted to give you guys a little something different. Obviously, I'm reviewing everything right now, whether it's hydrating or a balm or this. I like to kind of mix it up. I know there's a ton of foundations and you guys are really, really into those, and so am I, but I still want to give you guys a little flavor. I still want to get a little crazy and give a little something for everyone, whether you have dry skin, oily skin, you prefer a lighter coverage, a heavy coverage, whatever the case is. And I know that the group of you on here that loves tinted foundations or like tinted balmy type things like this, I know that there's not a lot of you, so please go down to the comments and let me know that you are here. Let me know what you thought of this. I'm super intrigued. I'd love to hear from all of you, but I feel like y'all are the ones I don't hear from a lot. You guys kind of just like sneak in and out under the radar, and you're gonna be like, girl, I never comment, but I'm one of those people and I want to hear from you. Now is your time to shine, honey. So go down to the comments, let me know what you think. And while you're down there, don't forget you can check me out on Instagram and on Twitter just by popping down in the description box. They are both linked down there, so all you gotta do is click it, click follow. Real super fun, super easy, super fresh. Like I said before, you guys, please don't forget, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, because if you missed it, hello, what you been doing, girl? I upload 5 videos a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They go up bright and early between 6 and 7 a.m. my time here in Northern Michigan, honey, and it's a good, fun, fresh lit time. We talk about everything new, old, love it, hate it, whatever the case may be, we talk about it. And with that, you guys, that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Ow! Oh my god. Ouch. Those are my epithelials that are now in here. I have left a DNA imprint on this friggin' seat via my leg skin. Does this make me conceited if I sit here and stare at myself while I do my video? If I only stare at my monitor, am I conceited? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But I love my glowy face. Ooh, look at the glow. Look at the glow. Ooh. But alas, I must say goodbye to the window. Hello, darkness, my old friend. For whatever reason, yeah, I'm actually going to have to add a little bit more of the shark tape. Oh, man.